Hashtag Lions, James Mitchell could develop into a starting tight end. I actually really like this pick, considering the fact this guy was supposed to go in the 3rd round if he would have stayed healthy. He got injured. It didn't happen, and I think he could develop into be a stud. I had a guy on here a week ago who followed him from high school all the way to the college. He wanted him on his football team from the Commanders, and he said, we got a hell of a steal right there for this. I can't wait to see him on the field. What do you think about James Mitchell?
Interesting. Again, a torn ACL. He probably goes in the 3rd round, like you were saying. Good value for a guy that you took in the 5th round. Do I expect him to take TJ Hawkinson's job? No, but I think everybody understood just how bad the tight end unit was last year.
Yeah.
And if Hawk does go down, you're going to need somebody to step up because that position is valuable. They are typically open, especially on those play-action boots. That is usually typically the number one option. Now, you have Ben Johnson. He's creative. He'll probably have Amon-Ra St. Brown as the one who's open and the number one target. But, yeah, I like the pick. I understand it. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't, great. No problem.
Super chat, $1.99. Hashtag draft the cocaine. Free agents left worth signing. Anyone you want to sign?
I'm done this offseason. I'm done with wide receivers. I'm done with any offensive linemen, defensive linemen. Brad Holmes drafted 2 interior linemen his first season. Second season, 2 edge rushers. Linebackers is a concern. Malcolm Rodriguez looks like an absolute stud out in camp, but they're so deep. Jared Davis, Alex Anzalone, I just don't see why they would bring another guy in free agency to camp. The corner position, I think, is taken care of for now. We'll see how Jeff Okudah develops, hopefully into a good rebound year for him. And then you look at the safety, and you're sitting Tracy Walker, and you got the kid out of Baltimore, and then you drafted Kerby Joseph. So, yeah, there's nobody I feel this team needs to sign, not even a backup quarterback, because if Jared Goff gets shot and killed, I'd want to lose every single game. There's no point in trying to win with a backup. Go out and get your franchise quarterback.
Yeah, if he goes down early, and this is the question here, if he goes down early season, does Brad Holmes make a move to get a quarterback, basically, or stay with David Blau or Tim Boyle? What would Brad Holmes do? I think they would probably try to get somebody. I think they probably
do. I think.
Yeah,
I think they try to make a move for somebody. If I was in the room and I was advising, I would say, hey, if there's a backup out there that is going to cost us maybe a 4th or 5th, let's try it. But if it's not working, it's just not working, and we need to start looking at the quarterback class this year. That would be my recommendation. I don't mind if they try to get one if it does happen. I would just caution them. There's no point in winning 6-7 games this year if Jared Goff gets hurt early and he's out for the year. You might as well just go out and get a top pick, in my opinion. I know tanking sucks, but I'm going to sit there and say, you know what? Dan Campbell's first year had an atrocious roster. Nobody would ever win with that roster. Year 2, his quarterback went down, and everybody in this town wanted him to lose games so they could draft a quarterback. So yes, you don't fire the coach just because he has an awful record. And I think we learned that lesson with Zach Taylor, by the way.
Yeah, if Jared Goff goes down early and they lose games, I'm not going to be too mad at Dan Campbell. It's not a whole lot he can do. He's just the coach. Given the circumstances that Tim Boyle and David Blau is your quarterback, automatic L. What wide receiver has the most touchdowns? To me, I think probably Amon-Ra St. Brown. Been in the system. Makes sense to me. What do you got, Adam?
And I don't think it's even close. It's gonna, unless he's injured, but I don't expect him to be. Jameson Williams probably going to miss 3-4 games to start the year, maybe even the first 5 going into the bye. Josh Reynolds, I don't think he's a red zone threat. With Amon-Ra St. Brown, you can put him in motion. You can put him in the backfield. Ben Johnson will find ways in the red zone to get creative, and I think he's going to be the number 1 target.
I'm surprised you go Trinity Benson. I know that's one of your favorite wide receivers for the Lions, having a breakout year on the practice squad. You have a real breakout year.
Dude. Trinity fucking Benson. That was a home run. Brad. Everybody's allowed to make mistakes. I'd rather Brad Holmes fuck up on Trinity Benson than Aidan Hutchinson.
That's hashtag facts right there. Trinity Benson is like the one-night stand that you wake up and you realize that you were drunk the night before and you just said, oh, my life. That's exactly what that is right there.
Like you look at her from the back and she looks nice, but then she turns around and you're like, oh, shit. And that's Trinity Benson.
Where's that cocaine at, man? I'm gonna need some of that.
I think I have some still left. I mean, we were trying to get rid of it. God, we had some clients in here the other day, and they're like, "What the hell is that?" Like, it was a skit. We had to like explain the whole thing. It was funny as hell, but
Yeah, you threw it at me when I was over there, and then I caught it. And I said,
I did.
I was like, oh my God. Do you think that Aidan Hutchinson can have double-digit sacks and win Defensive Rookie Player of the Year? I think he can. Why not? This is a pretty talented defensive line all around. I mean, you got Levi coming in this second year. I think he's going to improve. Ali McNeil, Romeo Okwara, Harris. You got everybody, and I think that he can come in, Paschal, and Aidan Hutchinson can get 10 sacks. And with all the players that was drafted, why not him become Defensive Rookie of the Year? I think he's probably the most talented defensive player.
He was the consensus number one on most teams' boards. And what I would say also is the last two defensive ends taken at number 2 overall have won Defensive Player of the Year, Chase Young and Nick Bosa. Of the 6 defensive ends taken since the year 2000, 5 of the 6 have won Defensive Rookie of the Year. So I think it's Aidan's award to lose. I think he wins it. I don't think he needs double-digit sacks to win it. I think he can get away with 8.5, 9, 9.5. But yeah, I think he can do double digits year one, absolutely. And I think that would be very encouraging. I don't need him to. I think the floor I'd like to see is 8. I would accept 8 with, long-term vision of it gets way better than that. But, if even with TJ Watt, and look, I understand TJ Watt was picked, 30th overall back in the day. He came into the league 7 sacks. Chase Young, 8.5 sacks. You don't need 13, 14 year one. I think that is incredibly unreasonable to ask, even of a guy that was selected number 2 overall.
I completely agree. I think I couldn't say it even better than that. It'd be extremely unreasonable for that to happen. Do you believe the Lions can at least finish second in the NFC North? It's going to be difficult. You got Green Bay and Minnesota. I think they're pretty good. The Lions, it's possible. I think it's possible, but I have them going third right now. I think Chicago's the basement. What do you got?
Yeah, Chicago's the the child that you didn't want, and they turn out ugly and stupid, and you don't know what to do with them, but you have to deal with them. That's Chicago. I think there's a chance. I do. I have a gut feeling that Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur implode this year. I love Matt LaFleur as a coach. I respect the hell out of him. Aaron Rodgers, 2-time back-to-back MVP right now. Currently one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I just don't know how they're supposed to function. A great defense. It's going to be tough for them not to be a wild card team, let alone a division contender this year. But I can see this team winning 6-7 games. If it falls apart with Sammy Watkins, Adam Lazard gets hurt, they have no tight end. Aaron Jones goes down. He was injured at the end of the year. What are you going to rely on? A.J. Dillon to catch out of the backfield? I have a lot of concerns for this football team. They're going to be good. I still think they could lose a lot of games, though.
Let me know in the comment section right now. Are you a fan of Green Bay? If you are, put FGB for fan. And if you're like me and you're a hater, do FGB anyways for F Green Bay. Let me know in the comment section with FGBs. I'm curious to see how many fans of this team and how many haters of this team in the comment section. This is an interesting question, but Mark Orlando, is the numbers of DJ Chark's. I don't know, because he's been injured. That's the thing. Can he stay healthy? If he can have some big numbers. What do you think, Adam?
I would say in a full season, completely healthy. 13 yards, 5 touchdowns, maybe. 5 is generous on the touchdowns.
Yeah, I can agree that a lot of FGBs in the comment section. I love seeing the FGBs. People love saying screw you to the Green Bay Packers. And if that happens, if they was to fall apart, I'm going to be I have to go on your show and I have to celebrate, because that would be a great day. I can't stand Green Bay.
Anytime.
I hate that team, bro. I hate them, man.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. They're annoying, and honestly, their logo sucks.
They do.
It's so lazy. Such a lazy logo.
The discount double check. Can't stand a discount. I can't stand that team.
Yeah, no. I mean, they from Hall of Fame quarterback to Hall of Fame quarterback. They deserve to suck for 20 years, honestly.
They do. They for more like 50 years. For the rest of my entire life, they should be absolute cheeks and terrible, just absolute suck franchise. Stick and cheese up to 2 points of contact. Adam, who is the player you'd like looking forward to the most in preseason? By the way, it's a crime you have never had Detroit-style pizza.
I traveled overseas a lot. I am ashamed I've never had a Detroit-style pizza. I apologize, all right? I'll make it happen this weekend. I'll take a picture and I'll confirm it, all right? Secondly, I am looking most forward. Obviously, Jameson Williams probably the obvious pick, but Aidan Hutchinson. I want to see him play well. Hell, F the preseason. I'm ready for the regular season, man. In terms of preseason, though, I guess I shouldn't say the guys that are the obvious ones. If I was to pick a player I want to see stand out a little bit in preseason, I would say one of the running backs, or I want to see Quintez Cephas have a good preseason. Even though I think he's been a total bust, and I'm tired of his name being brought up, and I have no problem if they cut him at the end of the year, but whatever.
We literally need one more like to hit 100. Smash that like button. And yes, Tick Tick, I love Caitlin, but Green Bay's been destroying our team for my whole entire life. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, that's all I've known. And I'm tired of getting destroyed every single year, twice a year, by this team.